The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 379 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the Hyper Neon playing cards from RiffleShuffle. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. But before we start, these are still fully sealed in that cellophane, so we're going to have to grab that pull tab here and crack it open. And now that we can see, it's in the standard glossy finish tuck box. It's mostly a white glossy finish tuck box with some blue and some red accents there on the front here. There's kind of a lot going on, but the main thing here, you got your kind of a finger, like a hand there, doing like a peace sign. You got a little hyper neon, little circle there that says hyper neon with an arrow to a line that says this deck is kind of crossed out, but underneath it says this deck is designed by its team and produced by RiffleShuffle.com. There, just kind of covered up by the hand there, and at the bottom it says designed by its it says designed by its design studio, distributed by RiffleShuffle, Dallas, Texas, made in the USA, and is number 18. On one side, you got a blue colorway with hyper neon, made in USA, produced its team, designed its team and produced by RiffleShuffle. Other side is just kind of like it almost kind of looks like a book, kind of has that kind of book kind of feel to it. And then on the back, little sneak peek of that back design there. And then on the bottom, just more of those lines, same as the top. There is no seal on the cards. So now, on that inner tuck flap, you kind of got a little arrow that's kind of a finger that's pointing downwards. But if you have it this way, it's kind of pointing up. And on the tuck flaps, you just kind of got that kind of blue colorway for this side, and then the kind of lines for this side. Now we take the cards out of the box. On the inside of the tuck box is just plain white, nothing too crazy or fancy going on inside there. But now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And first we'll start with that back sign. So here we have a mirrored back design with the standard white border going around. It's a little bit hard to see just because part of the back line also has white in it. So the border kind of just blends together. But there is a little bit of white border, as you can see here. Yeah. And the design is a red, blue, and white kind of colorway there. It's kind of, I'm not even sure what kind of shape it is. Almost kind of looks like an X, but also two V's or check marks. You got that kind of red and blue tone, kind of little check mark that says Hyper Neon there, and a little bit of like a circle design in the middle. So a little bit of a confusing kind of explanation of what the design is. It's not really like any specific design, more so just shapes. But it is mirrored, so you flip it over. Same design in both the. Oh, 1 second. Same design in both directions. There. And since we revealed that, we got also a fully inked red RiffleShuffle ad card there. And then you got its team.kr there. So that might be like a whole different like company, I don't know. Right there. So a double-sided ad card there, one side red, one side blue. And now for the cards you get with the deck. Here we start with like the first Joker. It says neon there in that red colorway. And then you got the red and blue stripes there on each side there. And then the second card says Hyper there in that blue colorway with the same stripes on the side. And then you got that custom Ace of Spades there. It's that very custom Ace of Spades. It then has the blue, red, black, and white colorway there. And it's not really a stem. The only stem is that little dot that says Hyper Neon down there. There. And then the pips in the corner are that kind of blue. I don't know if this will focus. Okay. Yeah, I got that like light blue color with a little red stem, and all the cards look like they have that kind of stripe, as you can see on the edge of the cards. There. And pretty much the design of the spades is that blue, the blue tone color, the dual tone, the dark blue and the light blue tones there. The little red dot that goes throughout the rest of the spades. So definitely a custom deck so far. Oh, and the 10, which you really. That's the first time I've seen that before, where they use Roman numerals like the X for the 10 there. Pretty interesting. Then you got the Jack, Queen, and King of Spades here, and you can see they're pretty standard, but also custom at the same time. because the spades, like the pips themselves, have the word neon on it, and the court cards have sunglasses on there. And they're in that blue, like swapped color. It was like the blue and the white kind of colorway there. Then you got the diamonds there, and that custom a diamond design there, like a square, more square diamond. It was that dual tone and the blue dot there in the middle there, and like the different like cutout shape there that goes throughout the rest of the diamonds. And the same thing with the 10 being the X there. And then you got the same court cards there. And the same court cards there, just in that red kind of colorway. And they still got the sunglasses on, where and the diamond pip has the neon word over it there. And then the clubs, same thing. They all got the sunglasses there. And that kind of blue colorway with the neon over the club there. And it's in that blue and white kind of colorway. I don't know why the camera, I don't know why it's not focusing tonight for some reason. Anyway. And then you got the 10, there was the X again. And you got the custom club designs there. If you can even see it, because for some reason it does not want to focus. There we go. That's a little better. Well, they all have the same kind of concept design to it. You can see a little bit easier there. And lastly, the hearts, Jack Queen King of Hearts. Okay, now we're back here with the core cards for the hearts. Here, in that red and white kind of colorway there. And you got the neon ones on the heart pip once again. So all the core cards are pretty the same, just the different pips. And the same kind of design there with the hearts there. And then lastly, the last card in the deck is the double backer of that back design. And now, time to test the handling. So hopefully it kind of focuses, like the focus is a little bit better. I don't know why it's kind of like blurry for some reason. Never like usually that happened before. But first we'll start with the springs. Oh yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a stiffer deck. Like not too crazy, but a little bit stiffer. But still nice and smooth though. A little bit slippery, but not too bad. They actually feel real nice to spring these. Like they're definitely like a little bit stiff. They're not like crazy stiff, because I can like kind of spring them with a little bit of ease. But they're still definitely stiff. So pretty nice springs. Now we'll move on to the fans. And as you can see, that little edge, like the little printing on the edge, makes a little design there in the middle. Looks pretty nice. And as you can see, they spread pretty evenly. You can see most of the pips and numbers. No real stickiness or clippiness to the cards. Now on to the Pharaoh. Super smooth Pharaoh there. Now for the giant fan of that back design. And now time for that reverse Pharaoh. Oh, the reverse Pharaoh is smooth as well. Pretty nice. You like to see it when both Pharaoh, when both the Pharaoh and the reverse Pharaoh are smooth. Now for a giant fan of the faces. And now time for the Riffle Shuffle or Bridge Shuffle. The cards are a little bit stiff, so they're a little bit clumpy right away. Okay, at first. But the more you do it, the more they're like getting more smoother. Because you can definitely see them getting more smoother now. So you just gotta give it a couple shuffles for it to get more smooth. But mostly your cards won't do that. My cards are a little bit cold, just because it's a little bit more colder in this room. So they are USPCC stock and finish, so there's no real issues with the riffles. Now time for a few packet cuts. Well, no real issues with the packet cuts. They feel fantastic. And pretty normal though. No real issues there. And now for that one-handed cut or Charlier cut. And time for the dribble. Oh yeah, I definitely have all the grip with the faces up. And lastly, now time for the spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. What can I say? A pretty interesting deck from RiffleShuffle. Not a bad deck. Nothing like too crazy going on. Then you got this kind of different kind of shape there. It's almost I can't even tell what it is. Like it's just kind of like a check mark, a V, or like the X kind of shape or something like that. What's in that red and blue colorway there? Different kind of design. Not a terrible design there. I kind of like it there. And then for the faces, they're fully custom as well. It's that kind of blue and red kind of theme to the deck. There you got these custom pips for all the cards. All of them are slightly different, though still pretty similar there. The spades and the clubs are in that light blue colorway. And obviously the hearts and the diamonds are in that red colorway. And then the court cards are that kind of like different kind of colorway there. Like that one's a mostly red colorway for the red cards. And then the blue suits are in the blue colorway there. And they have the neon kind of word over top of the pip there, the suit. And the most interesting thing of the cards was the 10, where they used the use of the Roman numeral there, was the X for the 10 there, which was pretty interesting. I'd never seen that done before. Overall, not a bad design. Nothing like too crazy going on, but still not bad. And then for the handling, they are USPCC's stock and finish, so probably air cushion finish. So they handle fantastic. My cards are just a little bit cold in the room that I'm in, so they make it a little bit more stiff, but I'm not complaining at all. They still handle fantastic though. So, I guess with that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and sorry for the camera being unfocused at the beginning. But anyways, this has been day 379 of a daily deck review. This has been the Hyper Neon playing cards from RiffleShuffle, and I'm the Canadian Card Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!